Hello dear students. In the previous class, I discussed about the meaning of the word legislature, and we had learned a few things about the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Today I shall be discussing about the relationship between the two houses of the Indian Parliament. Now, it is for us, it is for our better understanding that we should be knowing the fact that Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. But we should also keep one thing in our mind that both the houses do not compete with one another to prove their supremacy. Rather, they work for the betterment of the country because the main objective of both these houses is to make sure that India progresses in a correct way. Now, there are certain areas in which both the houses enjoy equal power. Number one, either of the houses, that means either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, can introduce a ordinary bill. That means an ordinary bill can be introduced by either house of the parliament. Now, what do you mean by the word ordinary bill? Ordinary bill is any other bill apart from a money bill. That means it does not deal with financial matters. Number two, where both the houses enjoy equal power, is both the houses take part in the elections of the president and the vice president of India. That means both the houses play a very important role in the elections of the president and vice presidents of India. Now, while electing the president of India, only the elected members take part, whereas in the elections of the vice president of India, both the elected as well as the nominated members of the Union Parliament help in the elections of the vice president of India. Now, next coming to the impeachment, that means power number three, where both the houses enjoy equal power, is both the houses have equal power to impeach the president of India. That means an impeachment process can initiate in either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Not only the impeachment of the president but also the impeachment of the judges of Supreme Court and High Court can also originate in either house of the parliament. Now students, the another point that we are going to discuss where both the houses enjoy equal power is uh, whenever it comes to the amendment of the constitution. That means amendment of the constitution can be done by both the houses. Now there are certain areas in which Lok Sabha enjoys more power than Rajya Sabha. That means these are the exclusive powers that belongs to only Lok Sabha. That means these powers can only be exercised by Lok Sabha. Let's see what are these. Now students, a money bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. Now, when I say that a money bill can only be introduced in Lok Sabha, what do I mean? That means money bill is a bill that deals with financial aspects of financial matters. Okay, now once a money bill is introduced in Lok Sabha, it will go to Rajya Sabha for its approval. Now, Rajya Sabha can keep the money bill with itself for a period of 14 days. 14 days. But Rajya Sabha cannot reject a money bill. Yes, it can send it back to Lok Sabha for reconsideration. But if the money bill comes to Rajya Sabha for the second time, the Rajya Sabha has to pass the money bill. And finally, the president gives his or her approval to a money bill. Now another area where Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha is, like suppose if a joint meeting is taking place, if a joint meeting is taking place and Rajya Sabha has disagreed with a bill that has come up in Lok Sabha, then what happens is the president is going to call for a joint meeting, and this meeting is going to be presided by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Now students, please try to understand one thing. The number of members in Lok Sabha is more than the members of Rajya Sabha. So whenever a joint meeting takes place over a disagreement on a non-money bill, okay, over a disagreement on a non-money bill, that is ordinary bill, that means what happens is the Lok Sabha always wins. That means because of its strength, because of its having more number than Rajya Sabha, that means having more number of members than Rajya Sabha, it is the decision of Lok Sabha that always prevails over an ordinary bill. Now, the third important power that lies with Lok Sabha, okay, is the power to pass a vote of no confidence. Now, what do you mean by no confidence? A vote of no confidence can only originate in Lok Sabha. A vote of no confidence is always moved by an opposition party against the ruling party. Now, if a vote of no confidence is passed, then what happens is the Prime Minister along with the Council of Ministers will have to submit their resignation. Now students, let's try to understand the areas in which Rajya Sabha enjoys more power than Lok Sabha. Number one, the Rajya Sabha, since it is the upper house of the Indian Parliament, okay, and an integral part of the Parliament, it makes sure that Lok Sabha does not exercises its power in an arbitrary way. Number two, Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. That means Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved by the president, okay, but remember, 1/3 of its member resign every 2 years. Okay, so now what happens is, but Lok Sabha can be dissolved, right? Now, when Lok Sabha gets dissolved, the entire functioning of the parliament is taken care by Rajya Sabha. Now, third important power that that exclusively belongs to Rajya Sabha is it can take the opinion of the expert person who are nominated to Rajya Sabha. We all know that the president nominates 12 members to Rajya Sabha from people who are expert in different fields of life. So these expert people basically help in making Rajya Sabha a strong house. Fourth power that exclusively belongs to Rajya Sabha is Rajya Sabha can create all India services for the benefit of the national people. That means for the benefit of the citizens, the Rajya Sabha can create all India services. And fifth is we can request the parliament to make laws on any subjects of state list during the times of state emergency, when the functions of state legislature is taken over by the union parliament. Okay students, so this much for today. You'll try to understand this. This is from the same chapter, that is the legislature, and this is the second video which I am going to upload for you all. Thank you. Hope you all like the video. Stay safe, stay at home.